generally, certification authority contains the owner's public key, owner's name, expiration date of the public key, okay, name of the issuer, who is the CA who has issued, serial number, and digital signature of the issuer. Unless digital signature of the issuer is there, we cannot trust, because someone also can predict a CA and do that particular thing, right? So same digital signature concept which we discussed till now, the same thing. And there is a standard X.509 authentication format standard service is there, through which the even digital certificate template is also maintained. Okay, so we have various things like what is it? So these are the part of CCITA okay, defined framework. Expand the service has got lot of things, because handshake protocol, standard, and other things. One of the thing is even the certificate format is also part of this thing. Okay, there will authentication protocols and other things are also defined through the standard. Okay. So if you look at the specific X.509 certificate, they issue the versions, lot of information like that. Okay, specific format is used so the system can understand and then they interact with. Okay, so I think you understood what exactly is the digital certificate. So digital signature purpose is to verify the person whom is claiming that we have sent the document, and also whether the content is intact or not, right? Because we apply hash and then use the private. Whereas digital certificate is to solve the problem of distributing the public key. When someone says, see, public keys can be widely distributable, I can get from in, but the problem is unauthorized person should not try to claim as someone else and provide his key as someone else's key. Okay, so what is required? So we should have a mechanism where the trusted entity can verify the credentials of an organization or a person and issue the certificate, okay, which is signed by the trusted entities, and these trusted entities or certification authorities are identified by the government. Okay, so PK is basically the kind of infrastructure. I think you have another session where you will be trying to understand the details, but for time being, we'll just have a brief. So it is arrangement that binds the public keys with respect to identities or entities like peoples. The binding is established through a process of registration and issuance of ticket by the CA. Okay. So what is PK? All the set of roles, the different roles like CA, RA, and other policies, hardware, software, and procedures which are used to manage this, the store, use, revoke the digital. Revoke means sometimes when the private key is compromised, we have to revoke, or the expired, the time is expired for that particular digital certificate. Then also we need to revoke that particular thing. Okay. The purpose of this infrastructure is to facilitate the secure electronic transfer of information for a range of network activities such as e-commerce and the confidential email. Okay, so this is the kind of things. We just I think I'll just explain. RAs are the people who do the verify and other things like that, but actual signing and all will come from the CA. And where the LDAP enabled repositories, where certifications, locations are maintained. Okay, so validation and all, there's a set of the things which are defined policies, everything, so which combinedly called as the PK infrastructure. So in addition to that, we also need to have some idea about the crypto, nonce, and timestamp also. Okay, see what happens in whenever we define that, the timestamp and nonce also plays an important role, because see what happens, people can replay when you send a message, right? The time at which it is dispatched, actually that thing recording is important, because otherwise what happens if you don't put the time and all, people can replay that at a later point of time. Similarly, random also, some pseudo random number and all can be included in the protocol messages, so which will help us sometimes to authenticate the people, as well as that to avoid the replay attack. Authenticate means these random numbers and all, we use it for authenticating also, to encrypt, asking them to encrypt with a private key and send it, something like that. Okay, so these nonce, timestamp, and other things also we try to enable in our solutions, so that we'll be able to have better security in our system. Okay, now what we have done till now is basically we try to understand the various. First, our goal is what exactly is network security. What are the possible threats which can exist? Like we talked about interruption. What is that? Modification, interception, repudiation, or authentication. Then we analyze what kind of services are required for each, and then we move to how cryptography is going to help us, where we try to understand the different types of algorithms, and then we try to understand what are the services, security services, which can be provided by each one of these and then we see how confidentiality, authentication, and then non-repudiation, all these things are going to be provided in our system. And as per our understanding, one algorithm will not serve all the purpose. We should have a combination of these algorithms. Each is trying to provide some particular type of thing. Okay, and we also understood that the key length plays a vital role. So in the present scenario, 256 is the minimum thing required for any symmetric and 2048 and above for the asymmetric kind of thing. Okay. So now this is what where we got some background about how the different services are going to be enabled through the various cryptographic algorithms and all. What we'll do is we'll take a break. Okay. Once we come back, I think now it is 1:10. We will come back by 1:45. Okay, I think it should be fine. Half an hour time, 35 minutes time will take. First, we'll address some of the questions, okay, whatever are there, and then we will go to the network security protocols. Okay, so we'll take up the network security protocols after the break, but we'll spend some time on the queries and then we'll go to that particular. Okay, so hope you are able to understand. In case of anything concerns with the speed